your girl Miracle Sims, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is October the 2nd, 2021, and today the topic is God of Everything. Friends, thank you all for those of you all that tuned in last night with my chat with Mr. Jake Doberens. Thank you to Mr. Jake Doberens for joining me last night for the conversation. Had a great time chit-chatting with him. And I hope that you all enjoyed it as well. If you missed it, then, you can watch it on our Facebook, on our YouTube, and on godsexandlove.com. I guess I got a lot on my mind this morning, y'all. So, my apologies if I sound some way. I just find life and people and everything just very interesting. But before I get into that, yesterday, on one hand, not too much, but on the other hand, I had quite a few tasks yesterday, working with my mom on some things, so I'm excited for her and her journey and everything like that, but we'll save some of that or whatever or a later time, but I'm definitely happy for her and everything like that. I'm still waiting for some type of confirmation that everything is everything when it comes to the cultivation period, my book here. Because right now, unfortunately, on Amazon, it is still showing that blasted line on my back cover. And so I'm just trying to give it some time, get some patience or whatnot, so I can, make sure that the book is fine. Shout out to those that are downloading it. It's still available for free through the Kindle Unlimited. So, I think it might only be maybe one more day, because I think it was just 5 days. So just a heads up, if you want to go and check out the cultivation period for free, then you might want to do it now while it is available on Amazon for free with Kindle Unlimited. Or if you want to support your girl, you know what I'm saying, you can purchase the paperback. If you purchase it and it has this line on it, just let me know and we'll see what I can do. But and for the record, y'all know y'all can support your girl down below. All the information scrolls every day. I just feel like this, y'all. My mom's been getting on me, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. But anywho, all right, fine. Let's go ahead and get into this, man. Let's get into the juice. Let's get into my inspiration for this morning. So, long story short, I was doing my prayer meditation, and it was good. But I want to say, once I started it, this phrase, God of Everything, came into my mind. And I guess I was kind of reminded of, a comment that I received yesterday, as well as realizing that I guess I might have received this type of comment multiple times. And it's just, on one hand, it's a little bit like concerning and a little annoying a little bit, as well as a little bit, I guess discouraging or something like that, to see that we as believers aren't uniting, So for me, I think when it comes to this topic, and if I touch on it a little bit, I really, really wonder what people think when they read the Bible. Because it's just really clear that God is the God of everything, and that, that He created all things. And, I don't know what people think when they hear those words, everything and all. But for whatever reason, it's like, and don't get me wrong now, y'all, don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously I'm going through my own journey, and God has enlightened me, enough to receive the information that I've received over the past year or whatever. And so of this deep Bible study situation, with the juice and everything. So I'm not trying to act like I'm, again, holier than thou, or that I'm perfect, or that I know everything or anything. But it's just like, man, like, I just found it to be very interesting that people are just so closed-minded. And man, maybe I don't know. Maybe some people see me as closed-minded. I don't know, but it's just interesting. It's an interesting thing to observe because, for example, if I refer a little bit to what I experienced yesterday, basically, long story short, I experienced someone seeking an opportunity to share their platform and to share, their ministry and whatnot. And I offer the opportunity here because obviously this is a platform to share ministries and all that. And people, I guess maybe because of the title or the name of the show or whatever, the person felt like this wasn't the platform for them. And I found that to be interesting when their subject matter deals with, and I'm just going to go ahead and say sex, in a roundabout way. Like, I mean, obviously their subject, the only way that their subject could happen is if someone had sex. So, I mean, I'm just going to say it, you know what I mean? So, because it's just, people are, okay. I guess as y'all see, I'm not afraid to say the word, but people are in our community. I feel like that's part of the issue here. The more we're shying away from this word sex, then the more that the world is not shying away from the subject and word of sex. And then people are lost, people are confused, and then now you're talking about your subject because you don't want to talk about it in the beginning. Like, you don't even want to come to, for example, my platform, which I talk about everything. I think anybody that listens to me or watch the show or get more information, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at the least you could do is ask, you know what I'm saying? And then I could tell you that, well, we talk about everything, obviously, but, GSL was just the things that were near and dear to my heart for so many years, especially as a single woman and whatnot. I mean, I've shared this journey, I've shared this testimony, but I mean, I don't expect people to know that, but I do expect people to, if you don't know, then at least ask, not just write it off or whatever. And I mean, and it's interesting because I know that Miss Lillian of Worldly Church Girl, she asked me about that a few months ago. She asked me, did people, have a problem with the name? And I didn't see it, or I didn't necessarily, at that point, I didn't notice people having a problem with the name. But I mean, now a few months in, and, I am a part of several groups, especially on, Facebook and whatnot. I'm a part of several groups and Christian groups. And I try to offer this platform as well as myself and everything like that. I get people that respond, and then I get, some that don't. And, I mean, I guess that's with everything. You get that with everything, I'm sure. But I mean, I just found it to be interesting because the person is looking for a platform, and then nobody else responded to this person, and then I offered, and they felt like this platform wasn't for them or something. And I just found that to be very interesting when God is God of everything. And yeah, so that was the inspiration. That was the inspiration for today's study. And I guess today's topic. I mean, I feel like I have more things to say, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just get into verses that I came across this morning, and then we'll see what the Lord do after that. So, the first verse I wrote down this morning was Colossians 1:16. It says, "For by him all things were created, in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things were created through him and for him." Again, I don't know what people think when they hear the word all. I mean, it's said several times, everything, y'all. Like, I mean, and I think that's the thing, that's the beauty of like this journey that I'm on, because I'm really trying to do my best to incorporate God in all things, because knowing that he is in control of all things, and knowing that it was created for him and he created it and all these different things, I'm trying to really incorporate God in every aspect of my life. You guys see it, with me sharing my journey with the fitness. You guys see me, sharing my journey obviously with my relationship, and with, again, that time with God personally, with the juice and just the whole thing. And I believe that's what God wants us to do at the end of the day, incorporate him and to communicate with him and to have that relationship with him. And it's just interesting. It's just very interesting how we cut God out. We cut God out of certain aspects of our lives, and then we're confused as to why things aren't working, or why things aren't, going the way that we hope, or whatever. And I mean, I'm not trying to say, again, I can't sit here and act like I got everything figured out, but I mean, at least I understand the word all. I mean, goodness gracious, like, I mean, I read, whether the person wants to come on GSL or not, that's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, I get that everybody may not understand. Maybe everybody don't support. Maybe everybody don't get the concept. So I by all means, I pray and hope that the person finds the platform that will allow them to share the message that they're trying to share. But, as for here, I'm thankful to all the people that I've talked to over the past year. I'm thankful to those that, they get it. And they've been willing to come on here, and we have all kinds of conversations. And I hope and pray that those that watch are encouraged and inspired by it. And, so I'm not going to be deterred, right? I'm not going to be discouraged to do what God has led me to do. And I don't feel like I'm the only one. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's others out here that are tackling this subject matter as well. But again, I can only come from my perspective because this is my experience. So, yeah. But let's keep going. Philippians 4:6-7. It says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart and your minds in Christ Jesus." Y'all, there go them words again. Anything, everything. He's saying here that we need to go to him for anything, and that we can go to him, and we should go to him for anything and everything. Again, I truly, truly wonder why, how can I say it, Lord? I mean, I guess I can't say why, because I mean, again, I obviously, if you read my book, if you heard me in my testimony, I went through this whole journey as well. So I can't expect, again, that everybody has the same revelation at the same time as me or whatever. So I guess with that in mind, all I can do is, again, remain consistent. All I can do is pray for those individuals. And all I can do is do what I feel God is leading me to do. And whether people, again, support, or whether people, those that support will, and those that don't, won't. And that's okay. That's okay. But in regards to the verse here, I think it's really clear that, he doesn't want us to be anxious about anything, and that we can go to him about everything, and we should go to him about everything. This is what I'm receiving today. I don't know how anybody could receive something different. I get that sometimes we may not think of God when it comes to certain aspects of our life. But I really, truly hope and pray that anybody that is listening to the sound of my voice today, that you are encouraged and inspired to give this a try. Try to incorporate God in everything. Try to ask him about everything, any decision, any issue, like all those things. Go to him and see what it does for you. I can't sit here and say like exactly what it's going to do, because obviously it's going to be by your faith and by and everything like that. Your heart and all of that is going to be one of the factors when it comes to what you receive. But I believe that if you go into it with an open mind, open heart, and truly going into it with the intention to trust him and truly get that wisdom, guidance, knowledge, all those things from him, then as the words say, if you seek, you will find. So yeah, try, man. Try to do this with everything in your life, and again, see where it goes. That's a challenge. Just a little challenge for me to you. Hey, I hope that you try it. 1 Chronicles 29:11 says, "Yours, O Lord, is the greatness, and the power, and the glory, and the victory, and the majesty, for all that is in heaven and in the earth is yours. Yours is the kingdom, O Lord, and you are exalted as head above all." Friends, I don't listen. I hope that you all take those 3 verses, let them marinate on your heart, souls, and minds today, and just, that's the go deeper section, honestly. Just to, let those verses marinate on your heart, souls, and minds. See what the Lord is telling you about that. See if you get the same revelation as me. Just see, see what the Lord's saying do to you through these verses here. I hope that it encourages you and inspires you to, get into the Word and see what else it has to say beyond these verses as well. There was one verse that came into my mind this morning, but I did not write it down, and unfortunately, I don't know what to tell you. But it says something along the lines of like even evil was created by God. Y'all might have to look that up. Look at Bible and created by God, evil, or something like that, and maybe we can get a better understanding of that too. That's something to really, really go deeper about, because I don't think we, to me, again, with these words, man, everything, according to his purpose at the end of the day, like all things, that's what I'm receiving. And so y'all can, let that marinate on your heart, souls, and minds. Y'all can think and pray about that and see what you receive. But as for me, I guess that's the juice. The Bible verse of today is Ecclesiastes 4:9. It says, 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all on Monday, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. Everyone is stuck at home, but life is still happening around us every day.
birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, and celebrations. Send your friends and family the gift of wine from the comforts of home. Wine shop at home with Miracle of Wine. Wine, gift baskets, wine accessories, and more at miracleofwine.com.